Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In this one I'm going to be showing you a game I played with my dad in the SAu 40, and I featured a video like this before, but this game was very good and it's definitely worth putting on the channel. So I'm going to speed through this pretty quick. We're going to get through this one. I have another video I want to do in the tier 3 M3 store. So we're going to get through this game fairly quickly. You'll see that my dad and I are kind of both going towards where you would normally spawn on this side of the map if it wasn't encounter mode. And what my dad's going to do is poke up in these bushes, very common area for a TD, and same thing for me, also a very common area for a TD. I'm going to come up to this hill. Now this DS kind of gets in my way, so I bump him a little bit to let him know that I'm right behind him. Like, dude, you should probably just go somewhere else because, you know, we have TDs back here. He moves, and the VK, you'll see, guys, that I slow this down a little bit. You'll see that the VK and this T34 are pressing over here. Now, I don't even have the render range for the T34, but this VK makes a really stupid poke, and I'm able to get a shot in on him. Even with the dispersion of this gun, which is like 0.41 or 42, still able to get a shot into the VK there at like some 500 meters or something like that. And, you know, it's a decent start. We didn't really get a very high roll there with the HE, but I was hoping to track him for a little bit longer. He uses his repair kit, guys, no big deal. I put a couple blind shots in over there just in case he pokes again. And we're here, guys, right? We're in this bush. I mean, this area on the map, guys, is great because you can basically control, well, I don't want to say control, but you have shots on the entire 1-line, 2-line area, 3-line, whatever you want to call this. You know, the entire south side of this map, as long as you have the render range, you can shoot at people from over here. Now I get another shot there. I don't think that goes in. It looks like it went really high. And no, it doesn't look like it went in. And I see that the VK and the T34 are pushing, so I'm going to move over to this little pocket. Now, something to note here, guys, is you'll get spotted immediately because there's no bushes here. So be careful of that. Be mindful of that if you're going to poke this little pocket here in the rocks. So we get a shot there on the T34, and I think at this point I'm basically already spotted. He doesn't look at me right away, but then he takes a shot in my direction. Get another shot to his turret there for 158, and it looks like he's shooting HE or something. And, you know, we're off to a decent start already, but, you know, this game is going so quick. I want to get damage, right, guys? So I see this VK. I see him poking on me. He's not a very good player because he hasn't even taken a shot yet. And then he takes one, and it goes like 2 or 3 feet over my head. So I just take the shot there, guys. I was willing to, you know, take a hit from him as well because I really wanted to get one more shot in before I switched over again to take shots at the base. Now, one thing that sucks about this tank when you're taking shots over here, guys, is you'll see there, like, I hit him, but in reality I didn't because it's HE and I hit some piece of wall or something. So when you're shooting HE, you can't shoot through walls, you can't shoot through buildings, so that's the only thing that sucks about this tank. So I'm still trying to put shots into this guy. I get one finally there. There's no more, you know, walls or anything in the way, and we kill him, and we also kill the T34, or someone else killed the T14. We killed the T34, and this is a close game, guys. I mean, it's 9-10, and I'm trying to take shots at the base. The VK, for some reason, like, it would have been really smart for the VK to come this way and push me. Instead, he goes and follows the T34, and they both go to the base, which is basically giving me free shots on these guys. But like I said, guys, this is tier 4. It is what it is, and this is actually up to a tier 6 game. So, you know, we were bottom tier for this, and this VK pokes here, and I put a shot into the top of his turret for 412, and I don't think this guy has any situational awareness whatsoever. So we're at 1,290 damage, guys, and it's 10-11. What am I thinking in this scenario? Well, the Hetzer is moving up. Our Gorilla is obviously sitting in the back, so he's not going to spot anything. What I'm concerned about is the M4A1. You can see he was last spotted on the around C7 area, and what I told my dad is, my dad runs binocs. I run optics on mine because I don't really like waiting for binocs to set up. However, what I told my dad is, go into this bush, like turn into this bush, set up your binocs so you can see if you can spot the M4A1. And sure enough, he does spot the M4A1 coming around, and that at least lets us know where he is. If it doesn't give me shots, right, guys? So what I'm doing is I'm looking for a shot on him. I think the gorilla ends up killing him because this is a very difficult shot for me to make, and I took it there thinking he was going to keep moving forward. He didn't, and it looks like the gorilla got the kill there. So that's good. And though we weren't really able to help the gorilla, my dad was at least able to spot him. So we know, where he was, and he was certainly, sure enough, he was coming this way to push. And now, guys, this is an extremely close game, and what I'm doing is I'm not sure if I want to go towards the base or if I want to stay on this hill or come back around here. So I start going towards the base, and then I realize the Wolverine is there. So I don't really want to get spotted by the Wolverine because I know more than likely he has the view range over me, even if he's not running optics. He's tier 5. He probably has slightly better view range. So what I do, guys, is I move up over to this hill because I feel like if I get up this hill, I'll have better shots at the base, and I'll also have a good shot at this Wolverine. So I kind of get up the hill here, and if I run into trouble, I can always back away. Like if I'm sitting here, there's really nowhere I can go. I'm just gonna die. So we're trying to get shots at this SAV over here, and then the Wolverine appears, and I have a side shot on him. So I want to take the shot because I might pen him. Unluckily, guys, it doesn't pen. We do 163 damage, though, and that's a pretty decent roll, and we track the guy, so he has to use his repair kit. I take another blind shot there at the Wolverine. Doesn't go through, or doesn't go into him. And really, guys, at this point, like, it's becoming an extremely tight game, and, even by HP, we're extremely close here. And, the only thing we have going for us is that the Wolverine is the only real tank left. I mean, there's 2 Artie. So the gorilla here makes a very aggressive play, and I'll speed this up for you guys. You can see he kind of comes up to this bush here, and then he's going to go to the cap. And really, in this situation, guys, I don't think this is the worst thing. And my reasoning for that is that it allows my dad and I to sit back and watch the cap, because the Wolverine was last spotted in this area. It allows us to watch over the cap just in case he gets lit, and then we can have shots on him. The problem here is the Wolverine ends up pushing him, and we don't have shots at the Wolverine, and that's what I was concerned about. So at this time, when I kind of realized that, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I should really go and just support this guy, and then the Wolverine pops up. And this gorilla didn't sit in the best area. Like, where he really should have been sitting is closer in towards this side of the cap and trying to use this building for cover. But he sits there, gets obliterated by the Wolverine. My dad luckily gets a nice shot into him, and that leaves him as a 1-shot. Now, I move up. I don't have 6th sense again, guys, so I'm assuming that I was spotted looking at the way the Wolverine was sitting, and I take a shot from the SAu 8 there, and he's up over here, and I just sit. What I'm trying to do is lure this guy into thinking that I don't have a shot through here, and I'm just sitting right here. And I keep him lit, though, and my dad is able to take the shot there. And he gets the kill on the Wolverine. So this is some great teamwork here, guys. My dad has 3 kills, I have 2 kills. And at this point, it's just us against the Artie. Now, what you may be thinking is you should press Artie, you can kill Artie, but in this situation, guys, there's only 3 minutes and 15 seconds left, if you look here at the top right. And on encounter mode, with 1 person on cap, you can see it takes over 4 minutes. So really, at this point, I think the only real solution to winning this game is to get on cap and pray that Artie doesn't hit us. So with both of us on cap, it's like, a 2-minute cap time, and that's how we're going to play this game, guys. We're both going to get on cap, and if one Artie comes and presses us, we kill him, and we're in better shape to win the game that way. If both Arties shoot at us, chances are they're probably not going to kill both of us. We're fairly high on HP, even if they get lucky with a splash damage shot. The worst situation here, guys, in theory, is that we draw, right? So I think the best situation, solution to this situation is to just sit on cap. So what do? I get on cap in these bushes, guys. I try and sit in an area where I don't think they would shoot at me. My dad kind of sits in a very random area as well, not like right on top of this thing, or you want to just kind of like make your placement random. You don't want to sit right in the middle of the flag or something like that. So my dad sits there kind of close to a building, and I sit here. Now, they never hit us, guys. I'll just speed through and we'll kind of get to the end of the video here. They never hit us. They do come very close to hitting my dad a couple times, but they don't hit us, and we end up winning this game, guys. So I did, an amazing 1,400 damage in this tank, and my dad did like 700 damage. I don't have end plates, guys, but I really wanted to feature this game because, this was an extremely close game, and feel like it's really exciting to watch something like this. I mean, it was exciting to play. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, 1,400 damage, 1,453 damage in this tank is, absurd by XVM standards. And regardless, guys, of the damage, this was, an extremely fun game to play. And we worked very hard to get a win here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next one.